What if I told you that you could actually make money tax-free? No, this is not some slimy loophole. This is not some illegal way of doing it. It's actually 100% legal. In fact, we have a right to do this. Yes, you could actually become a millionaire 100% tax-free. Now, the way you're going to do this is simply by using what's called a Roth IRA. IRA stands for Individual Retirement Account, and as a citizen, you have the right to open one. Common misconception is that the IRA itself is actually the investment. It's actually just the shell that will allow you to invest in something and make that earning tax-free. Now, there are some rules, regulations, and certain terms and limits, so we're going to be going over that in today's video, because in this video, I'm going to be telling you 6 reasons why you need to open up a Roth IRA immediately. So before we get into it, I actually did a video a little while ago that has been getting some traction, some comments, some views on how to actually become a millionaire step by step, and it's a test and proven system. You could see that video, link will be in the description, as well as the notification will be in one of these 2 corners if you're on desktop. Now, I actually showed you how to do that using a Roth IRA. So basically what a Roth IRA allows you to do is make money tax-free. Currently, as of 2019 filming this, you can contribute $6,000 a year or $7,000 if you're the age of 50 or older. It may not sound like a lot when you're comparing it to millions, but this is actually more than enough money to make a great profit. Let's say that you do the $6,000 maximum contribution per year. The way it works is you could actually withdraw that money, no questions asked, at any time. You can actually withdraw that $6,000 a year if you needed it in the case of an emergency, but anything that you earn, you can't withdraw until 59 and a half. You can, but you'd be subject to taxes and penalties. So after the age of 59 and a half, you can withdraw any of your earnings. So that means you could have just made $10 million, and you could withdraw all of it after the age of 59 and a half, 100% fee-free and 100% tax-free. You don't have to pay a nickel, you get to keep 100%. So technically you could actually just be working on the house's money per se, because after you contributed, say, $6,000 in a year, you could actually just work off the dividends that you've already received and continue profiting off of that, because you can actually withdraw that $6,000. But of course, I wouldn't recommend doing this, because of course, the more money that you have in there, the more you can make. And again, that Roth IRA isn't the actual investment, it's just the shell that allows you to invest. So you could really invest in anything. You could invest in funds, individual stocks. You could even do risky penny stocks. You could really invest in anything within that shell. But of course, this is a long-term play. You are opening up a retirement account, it says it in the title. So you'd want to do some safe investments that have lots of years of history, so that way you know you'll be maximizing results. So in that video, when I showed you how to become a millionaire using a Roth IRA, I used the example. I'm currently invested in index funds that track the S&P 500. These have decades of history. They've outperformed the market itself again and again, and Warren Buffett says his #1 recommendation is to invest in S&P 500 index funds. So the first reason why you should open up a Roth IRA is going to be because it's tax-free earnings. Even real estate, yes, there are loopholes for owning property, but you are subject still to property taxes. And in a normal brokerage account, you are expected to pay taxes on your earnings. Being able to make this kind of money tax-free is an amazing opportunity, and you should definitely take advantage of it. Unfortunately, not too many people know about the Roth IRA, so for the most part, they just end up contributing to their 401k. A 401k can definitely be a great investment, but you are subject to an income tax upon withdrawal. And if you withdraw before the age of 59 and a half, not only are you subject to that income tax, but you will be subject to a 10% penalty. Now, I don't get anything from you opening up a Roth IRA, I just recommend it. And the second reason to open up a Roth IRA is because it will allow you to retire and save. You could actually open up your IRA at the young age of 18, and you could even do it even younger if it's co-signed with a parent, they open it up for you. This means you don't even have to be employed to contribute to the Roth IRA. Most people don't even think about the age of retirement until their 30s or 40s. You could start right away with a tiny amount of capital. And because you're paying yourself first and you're contributing to your Roth IRA on a consistent basis, you'll be able to save that money so that way you're not spending it on anything else. And on that video where I showed you how to become a millionaire with the Roth IRA, I actually used a calculator that will predict exactly how much you would have made with the Roth IRA and your contributions. So isn't it great that you'll actually kind of be able to predict your future and know how much you'll be able to retire with? You'll actually be able to figure out how much you need to contribute on a consistent basis to make X number of dollars when it comes time for retirement. And as the years go by and you're at your job, you're probably gonna end up making more after a certain amount of time. So it'll be much easier for you to contribute that same amount of money that you did years ago. And as time goes by, the maximum amount that you can contribute to your IRA every year will probably go up as well. And the third reason why you should open up a Roth IRA is because it's a very set and forget method. Unlike trading, even if you're doing swing trades where you're just trying to hold positions for weeks or months at a time, there's no such thing as having to analyze charts every day and sit in front of a computer. It's something you could really just open up, set, and forget. Granted, you will be contributing to it on a weekly or monthly basis, but it's not something that you have to analyze and do all this research on. You'll simply just be investing in the same thing that you did again and again, so it's really a rinse and repeat process. And depending on your brokerage account, you could have those dividends automatically reinvested. There's no reason why you should be pocketing those. Those should go right back into your investment. You can if you want to, but there really isn't a reason to check the charts every day of your investment and see if it's up for the day or down for the day. Even if a recession looks like it's looming, which by the way, I did a video on the 5 ways to prepare for a recession. You could see that in the description as well. You don't even have to look at it. You shouldn't worry about it. You shouldn't think about it. And the fourth reason why you should open up an IRA is because anyone can do it. Like I mentioned, you don't have to be employed in a company where the employer has a 401k with a match. You can do this unemployed. You can do it working a part-time job. Anyone can contribute to a Roth IRA. You don't have to be an accredited investor. You don't have to show income statements. Anyone can do this with any amount of money that they have in the bank. As far as opening up a Roth IRA, it's a very simple process. Tons of brokerages out there offer it. Personally, I use E-Trade. I found it very easy. Now, if you are worried about fees with your investments, E-Trade itself actually has a commission-free program where you can invest in index funds totally commission-free. You don't actually have to pay an entrance or exit fee, unlike you would have to with individual stocks. And the fifth reason why you should open up a Roth IRA is because you can contribute in small, tiny amounts at a time. You may be worried about buying whole shares of these investments. You could actually do fractions of shares with E-Trade. Meaning if you feel like contributing $10 today, you can do it. If you feel like contributing $20 tomorrow, you can do it. You'll be able to buy in fractions, so that way you don't have to worry about coming up with the money to buy a whole share each time. So instead of waiting until the end of the month or even at the end of the year to contribute, you could start contributing right away, and you can do it in small increments, so a little progress will add up every day. Personally, I just end up contributing a portion of my weekly earnings and just throwing it right in there, locking it away. So there's really no limits or minimums that are stopping you from starting to contribute right away. You could watch your holdings and positions grow over time and really just pay as you go. Which leads me to number 6. The sixth reason why you're going to want to open up a Roth IRA is because it will allow you to average in the market. Because you are doing these small contributions at a time, you're not buying a ton of shares up front. You're actually just averaging your position into the market. So if you are worried about any swings in the market, if you just put a certain amount of money in every month, you'll take the average of what the market's doing. You don't have to worry about little ups and downs. Especially for the newbie investor, this is an extremely safe investment that you can do without worrying about risking your money. Yes, there could be times where your portfolio was down, but remember, this is a long-term investment. And even when you do reach the age of 59 and a half and you're ready to withdraw, you don't want to withdraw the whole thing. You want to withdraw exactly what you might need for that year. This way your money will continue to grow even more and even more. So let's say you have a few $1,000,000 in the retirement account and you think you'll need for the year when you retire, say $100,000, you can withdraw that money tax-free 100%. Maybe you want to take a vacation, maybe you want to have a good time, you just retired, so you want to have a good time now. So you withdraw the $100,000, you can continue to watch your money grow and receive those dividends and watch that compound interest take effect even when you reach that retirement age. So even if you stopped working a while ago and you don't have any actual income coming in, you can continue to make passive income well past the age of retirement. Roth IRA is really an amazing opportunity. You want to take advantage of it. Even if you're not contributing and you don't think you'll be able to contribute the maximum contribution for the year, at least do something. There's no minimums to get started. If you got value out of that video, if you enjoyed it, be sure to smash that like button. It just helps with the algorithms, that way more people could see videos just like this. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I post videos like this every single week for you to enjoy. And if you'd like to be notified every time I get a new one, be sure to click that little notification bell as well, so that way you know the time every time I get a video. See you in the next one.